Camera movement is one of the most significant and powerful tools for filmmakers to give and embed narrations or emotional experience such as space, timeline, story, subtext, character, pacing, etc. to the audience. Yes, I basically copied the brief guideline of this assignment. Alright, enough introductions. Hello again, my name is Ken. Let's move on to the analyze section. There are actually tons of fantastic and classic shots in movie history. For example, The Room and Birdemic.
It's true. It's not bullshit.
Stop! Don't touch it!
However, I have some special films and shots I want to talk about today. The first one is a dark fantasy film, Pan's Labyrinth, 2006, which is directed by Guillermo Toro. Pan's Labyrinth is a special film that using fairy tale to construct the whole narrative to show surrealism, or more precisely, magical realism.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Here is the opening scenes, which is very representative of this movie, applying different camera movements, manipulating timelines, which you can see time is reversed at the beginning, and the transitions between different locations, which is mise-en-scène, to create a sense of dramatic looking feel to the audience, which is using surrealism to tell a real history about Spain nationalists fighting with Republican army in the year of 1944. The little girl Ophelia is actually represent the innocent citizens and the very weak democracy at that time. As the whole story is surrounding to Ophelia, many shots, including these opening scenes, is to provide audience a chance to feel this suffering history of Spain people via Ophelia's eyes, which is using sufferer perspective to create empathy. So basically, this combination of shots is to guiding audience traveling between fantasy and reality, lives and death, kindness and violence, freedom and captivity, democracy and dictatorship. You can see the whole scene is using few different camera movements such as pan, zoom, half tracking, and dolly, cooperate with narrator narrations, and using symbols such as flow of time represented. We are going back to have a look of this history again and create a sense of telling a bedtime story. And also, the long stairs represent the difficult journey to the bride, which means pursuing freedom and defeat dictatorship. And also Scowl represent the people who sacrificed their lives along this historical period of time. And the second shots that I want to talk about is the captain shaving shots. In these shots, the captain apparently shaving himself and showing his relaxed moment. However, have a look of the background lighting, relaxing classical music and camera movements, which is mise-en-scène, and compare them to the brutal killing shots just before these shots. Those camera movements are mainly focused on two things, the action of shaving and the shaver itself. So this scene is exactly reviewing Captain Inner World, showing his demon characteristic. Also, the way he holding the shaver can represent killing, and indeed, as an audience, a shaver moving near around neck is definitely will give a sense of horror in terms of psychology. To summary, these two shots are very dramatic and successful in terms of showing characters' inner world and deliver emotional and visual enjoyments to audience. Pan's Labyrinth is actually a very unique film that breaks the traditional stereotype of fairy tale, which is bright and optimist, controlled by Disney for so many years. In my opinion, this is a respect that Guillermo made for Grimm's fairy tales. The original Grimm's fairy tales is full of dark fantasy, just like this movie, add up only. And there are one more extra shot that I want to talk about is one of the scenes from Easy Rider, 1969, directed by Dennis Hopper, which is an extremely enjoyable movie for motorbike riders like me, except the ending shots. This is an evolutionary camera shot that shocked the film industry at that time. You can see the use of quick cutting and crane movement, then quickly ending credits showed up. I got shocked too when I watching it, because the ending came too fast. I lost my head, to be honest. So in my opinion, this combination of shot is not quite working because of the sudden. The only way to make myself comfortable is to remake a new one like this.